Why is there buzzing when you play the guitar? Let's talk about that. Thank you for your question. Now, I have tackled this topic in some of my videos, so if you can, go and check out my profile, go and watch some of the videos, go and watch all the videos, and hopefully I'll answer some of the questions that you might have. And better still, if you can follow me, that would be great. However, I'm going to answer this question for you, okay? The short answer is that you're not pressing your guitar hard enough when you're playing the guitar. I'm going to rule out the fact that maybe your guitar needs a proper setup. And yes, you are still not pressing hard enough. You have to press harder. No matter how hard you think you're pressing, you have to press harder to get a constant sound. Learning how to press hard, you're teaching your muscles how to hold the string longer. And I like to call this the minimum amount of muscle, meaning that you need to develop your muscles to the point where when you press a G chord, for example, you're so used to it in pressing hard that your muscles have learned how to press it and you're not thinking about it anymore, so that when you play a G chord, it will never buzz again. Sometimes this happens to some people. When you learn a G chord, for example, you never really learn what it's like to hold it down long enough to develop the muscle, and they get too comfortable with moving on to something else, with changing chords, for example, that this fundamental principle is often overlooked. You don't have the muscle strength to hold it down, and after a while it starts to buzz because you don't have the minimum amount of strength to hold it down until you're not thinking about it anymore. In fact, when you're not thinking about it anymore, you don't have the minimum amount of muscle, is where you start to let go and then it buzzes. Alongside that reasoning, sometimes you're unaware that you are letting go. So you play for a while, then you start to let go subconsciously because your ears hear the sound and then you just kind of let go. Again, what you need to do is to develop the muscles to the point where when you press it down, it's going to be pressing down hard and it's going to remain there and becomes easy because you've learned how to develop the minimum amount of muscle strength needed to hold it down to the point where you don't think about it anymore. A third thing that you can take a look at is taking a G chord, for example, is maybe you're pressing it too much to the left. You're supposed to press it either in the middle or off to the right a little bit. Don't press it onto the metal bar. So dead center or off to the right a little bit. You're going to find that that's going to help with pressing the fret easier and to reduce the buzz. Hopefully this helps.